Hi, I'm Lisa Lambert, and I'm doing a workshop on questionnaire design, which is kind of a misnomer because this workshop is actually about planning all of the things that you need to do when you're beginning a data collection, specifically with questionnaires, but just in general as well. So we talk about how to develop your project, how to think about what your model is, how to make sure that you think ahead to what your reviewers are going to complain about with your model so that you can collect data that will help you rebut their concerns. We talk about sample size, how to choose how you want to measure your variables, and developing procedures for managing that. We spend special time on procedures for establishing construct validity, because before you can even test your hypotheses, you have to establish that you have adequate data, adequate measures of your variables in order to test them. So we focus on what standards you'll need to pass in order to establish that level of construct validity that reviewers and readers will believe in. And we focus attention primarily on reflective variables, but I also cover a little bit on formative variables. We do CFAs. We will do them in R, but I expect that you know nothing about R except that you've downloaded the software. We also touch on multi-level CFAs and measurement equivalence and invariance. We do spend particular time on both developing a new scale for a new construct or perhaps revising a scale for an existing construct where there's been difficulties in the literature. So we talk about how to evaluate the evidence that's already out there, how to use that to do a better job of either revising or developing a new construct, how to develop all aspects of it, including the instructions and response scales, how to make sure that you've got adequate content validity, and talk about a number of different strategies and techniques that you can use to make sure that your new measure or revised measure is strong and will withstand scrutiny. There's a large literature on designing questionnaires. Where you should put pieces of information so that it shows up properly on a screen on somebody's desktop or on somebody's phone. How people interpret the information that you give them in a questionnaire. So we use all of those findings to develop ideas that will help you construct a survey that people feel engaged in when they take it, that will boost your response rate and boost the quality of your data. We also spend a little bit of time talking about assessing and cleaning your data prior to analysis, so that you have an understanding of what kinds of steps you need to go through. This is a good workshop if you are thinking of starting your own data collection either soon or at some point in the future. It's also interactive and gives you some time to work on whatever project that you have going at the moment. So I hope to see you soon. Thank you.